Hello everyone and welcome to All This Science. My name is Kennedy and I guess I'm taking over for Dr. C on today's podcast episode, accompanied by my relatively quiet, mildly intrusive dog. While on the topic of dogs, some of you may have had a pet that you love dearly and want to eternalize forever by inking them onto your skin. But before you get that beautiful portrait of your dog with his tongue hanging out, snaggletooth front and center appearing alongside his wonderful wink, I encourage you to listen to this podcast and learn about getting tattoos. How it works is a mechanical or manual needle pierces the second layer of skin, called the dermis, just beneath the epidermis. When the skin is damaged, white blood cells are sent to absorb the foreign invaders, in this case the ink, and get rid of them into the bloodstream. The ink stays due to the particle size of the pigment. The tattoo ink particles are too big to be absorbed by the white blood cells, meaning that the pigment stays in place. If the ink is injected too deep into the skin, the ink can migrate over time, causing the lines to become blurred. Kind of like that Robin Thicke song from 2013, and they may be just as groovy. The lines and color may also fade and become distorted as the human body changes with time, causing the lines to warp and the color to fade. The key to getting a good tattoo is to do your research and to find an artist who specializes in the style of tattoo that you want. Find someone with experience and a reputable portfolio. In this day and age with Instagram and other social media, it's much easier to see an artist's work and then follow up with a tattoo by looking at the tattoo a few years after it's been done. No artist is perfect, but you can certainly find some amazing tattooists, and you will most definitely be able to get some wicked cool ink to keep with you forever. In the case of regret or growing to dislike your ink, the removal process is much easier and much less painful now than, say, 20-some years ago. Before, your only options were to cut or burn the tattoo, leaving gross scarring and quite a lot of pain. We aren't really in the business of Ed Gein skinning his victims now, are we? Now there's this thing called laser removal, where a beam of light singles out an individual color, for example black, and then breaks up the ink particles that I mentioned earlier so they can be absorbed by those white blood cells. Laser removal is both expensive, time-consuming, and painful, and also can leave discoloration of the skin, so think long and hard before getting a tattoo. In order to prevent regret, when you come up with an idea for a new tattoo, be it your first or 31st, I recommend drawing it out or printing the image onto a piece of paper and taping it somewhere where you'll see it every single day. Seriously, every single day. For example, taping the image of your prospective tattoo on your bathroom mirror. And if after a few months or a year you aren't sick of it and still fantasize about getting the tattoo, then I say go for it. A year may seem like a long time to wait, but a year is much shorter than a lifetime of regret. If you're someone who loves the idea of a spontaneous tattoo and care more about the meaning of it or commemorating an event and less about the quality of the tattoo, then get that spontaneous tattoo. Although I'd recommend waiting until you turn 18 or have parental consent, because you may have some very angry parents on your hands. Seriously. Think about that last time you didn't clean your room and times that by 100, because you can't just rectify your decision by hiding your clothing in your closet or under your bed or by throwing it all in the laundry in 10 minutes, as much as you may wish you could. Don't get me wrong, I love tattoos more than the average person, and I want everyone to know that a little ink won't change who you are as a person, but I would also love to educate those of you who are thinking about getting art permanently on your body, along with those who are just curious. Remember, as you age, your skin will sag and droop, changing the look of your tattoo, but just like accepting your body's changes with age, you can learn to accept and love your tattoos as they change and shift with age as well. I hope this helped you in making your decision to take the leap of faith in getting a tattoo. That silence? Yeah, that signifies the end of this podcast. Seriously. I'm done. I have nothing left to say. You're free to go. Have a great day. Do something nice for someone. Enjoy a really cool tattoo. Bye, everyone.